When I think of the merits of the Aspinall Award, I think about individuals who've touched our state in terms of engineering contributions, policy contributions.
The people that have dedicated their career to putting water to beneficial use. And not just talk, not just politics, people that made it happen.
The Aspinall Award is given every year by the Colorado Water Congress to someone within the water community that shows the knowledge, and the dedication, and the commitment to develop, preserve, and protect Colorado's water resources.
And certainly Mike Applegate exemplifies all those things.
His contributions to the water community and his overall leadership over his almost 50-year career makes Mike one of the best people that could be selected for this award.
I think Mike is an excellent candidate and deserving of it for a number of reasons. The huge impact he's had in the water community, both as owner of Applegate Group, serving his clients, ditch and reservoir companies and other water users around Colorado, and then also in his role as the president of the Northern Water Board, his impact that he's had on Northern Colorado for all water users in Northern Colorado is evident.
He had hundreds, if not thousands, of contributions here at Northern Water that we appreciate and celebrate almost every day. In his 32 years of being a board member, over 20 of those years as president.
Many of my successes that I had as general manager at Northern were directly attributable to Mike and his input and his mentorship. He saw the need for continued evolution in the advancement of the management of water resources in Colorado, and particularly the water resources of the Colorado Big Thompson project.
The enjoyment of water is not as simple as just diverting the water and putting it to beneficial use. And Mike recognized that. Certainly appreciate how Mike frames that need to bring people together to solve problems around not just water supply, but our streams, our rivers, our recreational needs in the state and the environment.
He was always someone that could sit down and talk to the other side without yelling and shouting and getting angry and vilifying other people.
In the water business, honestly, it's always a battle. And all of the meetings we went to, and I mean there were a lot of meetings, whether Windy Gap or Chimney Hollow, the three-state agreement and the recovery program with Wyoming and Nebraska. All of the time, all of those meetings, I never heard Mike Applegate raise his voice, put down anybody, try to stop anybody from their ideas. He just brought people together.
Mike was on the cutting edge of trying to find solutions that would meet the ever-changing needs of the water community in Northern Colorado. Mike also took that to his role as a consulting engineer.
We designed infrastructure for raw water for ditch and reservoir companies primarily. That was kind of Mike's bread and butter, in addition to doing water rights work.
Mike was on the kind of the leading edge of the idea of using gravel pits as reservoir storage. Why not start lining those? You're taking what is a liability long-term to, hey, this is an asset now. It's somewhere they can store water and release it as needed. So I think Mike really was kind of on the leading edge of that whole idea.
Graduating from CSU, an institution which incidentally he has contributed immensely to, as being a member of the advisory board in the engineering college and being a prime mover in the water archives at the CSU library.
Mike Applegate has been a supporter of the Water Resources Archive basically from the beginning, and that's going on nearly 25 years now. I have learned that a good word from Mike Applegate goes a long way in the water community. And so with his support, with his connections that he has helped provide, he has helped us with collections, adding historical materials, and of course he has helped us with water tables. Water Tables has been the fundraising dinner specifically to benefit the Water Resources Archive. Mike Applegate was one of our early and long-term members, and he was absolutely essential to our success.
Every time you break into a new watershed, come across a crest, Mike has a story. And the stories are so intimate with how he worked with water users throughout our entire state.
One of our clients that he and I worked together on for quite a long time. It's a large ranch on the western slope, and we'd go over and we'd sit down and have lunch with her on the back patio of her ranch, and he was just so personable. I mean, he made her Christmas wreaths every year. He'd hand make them and took his own time to do it and shipped them out to her every year, and she always looked forward to them. That personal touch with people and caring enough to do something like that. Worked for him for 18 years before he retired, and he always showed a genuine interest in his employees and the people he was working with.
One thing about Mike Applegate that I've been impressed by, but not necessarily surprised by, is that he gives lectures on professional ethics, how to manage a water project with ethics. And he's done this, I believe, both at Colorado State University as well as in the country of Peru.
The passing on of those leadership qualities, the practical knowledge to others, that has really served the water community in the state of Colorado. A good example, one of many, is the current state engineer.
Mike had a big impact on my career. I definitely don't believe I would have ended up in my current role as state engineer without having met Mike and having worked for Mike and getting involved in those issues. I wouldn't have ended up in that area of engineering that brought me to eventually be in this position. He is the first person that invited me to attend seminars like the Water Congress, where I got to meet the leaders in the water community that were solving some of these big problems.
That selflessness, that humble, modest leadership, the water community of the state of Colorado has benefited over many, many years by Mike's leadership.
What a contribution he's made to our state that will be in our DNA forever.
As Colorado grows, water will always be an issue. It always has been. It always will be. To make this whole thing continue to work and to realize what we've created here through lifetimes, we need those Applegate types who's demonstrated how you keep people working together and solve problems. That's our future.